personally believe in our generation, not the one, that fell through the cracks in those previous generations, but this generation, I see a lot of men doing great things with their kids. Yeah. I think the narrative has turned. No one's going to admit that the narrative has turned. And I think that men are better parents than females. That's just me.
Well,
pass the buck.
I would say good fathers are better parents than bad mothers. But the problem is, a lot of people don't think bad mothers exist. A mother is automatically assumed to be the better parent for the children.
In all.
Just automatically, the mother is the better parent. It's just assumed by our society, especially.
So let's put a scenario.
Even in the law.
That's what it's going.
It is legal. You know what I mean? Even in the laws outlined that, and I had a conversation with a lawyer, and it's just generally assumed that the mother is more suitable, suitable parent. I asked, and I pushed
back it up.
Yeah, I pushed back on that. You know what I mean? Because that was what was offensive to me. Like the babysitter thing, I'm not all riled up about that as you are. But when it comes to the laws, leaning in favor of the woman automatically just on assumption that they're a better parent, that's what gets me riled up.
Like that's an unfair assumption. You have to be a crackhead whore in order to be disqualified as a mother in the face of
Basically, and you have to be able to prove it.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? You have to be able to prove that this is a crackhead whore that is incapable of taking care of these children. You know what I mean? And
that's so sad.
It is, but that's what really gets me riled up. Like I said, the babysitter term, I mean, I get it, but I do understand what you mean too, because it's like, I don't think people ever ask a mother if they're babysitting their children.
No.
You know what I mean? I think that's something that's just attributed to the fathers. And I think it's maybe because in a lot of scenarios, mine, as well, that I don't live with my kids currently. You know what I mean? And so I have less time with them. And so I guess that time that I have is considered to be babysitting time or whatever.
No.
But I think that's why they look at it that way, because in most homes, the children tend to be with the mother full time. So it's never babysitting in their eyes because they live with the mother. And so I guess they consider that period with the father as the babysitting time. Like I said, I don't think you could babysit your own children. Your children are your children. You're responsible for them. That ain't no babysitting.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I think that's where the whole father's babysitting label comes from, because the kids tend to live with the mothers.
I think it's demeaning, because when you look at the role of a babysitter, this is someone, I mean, when you think about it, you pay very little to. But they have a huge responsibility, right? This is someone, sometimes it's a family member, or someone who's close to the family that you pay a little stipend to, or whatever the case. Usually a little teenager or an aunt or a cousin or something like that. Why would you put someone in that category that, in a way, isn't as important, but you're using them to get a favor done so you can deal with something hopefully that's important, or at least important to you, and categorize the man that has helped to create this being that wants the responsibility of parenting and nurturing and adding to the mindset and overall growth of this human being. To someone that's just there for $5 an hour.
Well, like I tell you, I gave you what I believe, or where I believe it came from. I think it's because of that reason, but who knows?
Someone tried to give me a sarcastic, smart reason to say, oh, well, it's babysitting because, you're taking time from your busy schedule to look after your children. But that's what we're supposed to do. That's what we manage. That's a part of the job.
Yeah, that's what you sign up for. You know what I mean? Believe it or not. When you was enjoying yourself making the child, this is what you sign up for. This is a consequence of those actions.
Not a consequence, a reward.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
No, because for me, I can tell you, and the wife will tell you. What I tell her after the first time, that's a baby. I didn't make that. You laughing, and I know she gonna hurt me, but. I told her, I said, yeah, you could check that couple, baby.
Well, that's a good way to look at it, to call it a reward. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's still a consequence. It's the result of an action that you took. You know what I mean?
I like reward better. I think.
No, I'm saying that's a good way to look. That's a great perspective to have if you view it as a reward.
But some people will look at it as a consequence.
Exactly. I think most people look at it as a consequence. But looking at it as a reward, I think that is an excellent way to look at it because that changes now your approach and your whole perspective on the situation if you view it as a reward.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a positive thing. And so that will cause your actions in that situation or moving forward to be positive.
So, let's dive into the real cookie.
Okay.
Are fathers better parents?
I'm not gonna see, and Jay, this is what you and I don't know why you're asking me this because you know me. I'm not gonna give you a super overgeneralized yes, fathers are better than mothers because you have some great mothers, you have some terrible mothers, you have some great fathers, you have some terrible fathers. So I'm not gonna because that then assumes that solely based on your gender, you are better than this a mother just because you are a man, or either other way. I'm not going to say a mother is better or a father is better. It depends on the situation. It depends on the person. I'm not going to say it just solely based on that person's gender. Or what is it now, sex? You can't say gender because you got about 45 of them, right?
No, technically it's 72, which is absolute and utter bullshit.
Yeah, so whatever, I'm not going to say just because you are male or female, then you are going to be better at being a parent. You're never going to get me to say one or the other is better. I can't give you that because it's not black and white. It's not that black and white.
It's nuanced.
Everything is nuanced, Jay. Not every single thing, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
In this situation, it's very nuanced. So you can't just say, oh, because I am a man and because these statistics say so, that means automatically I can be a better parent than you.
So what is the ideal situation then?
Both parents, like your situation.
Okay.
You have the ideal situation. And that's why I say I wasn't as smart as you. I didn't plan the way you did. I didn't find the right woman, get married, and then have children. I did it the way a lot of us do it.
Yeah.
Where we end up, not knowing, you juice, you make children, find out you all ain't compatible and ain't supposed to be together, and then you find the right person after that. You know what I mean? But the ideal situation is like what you and your wife have. You all found each other. You all got to know each other. You all decided, well, we can do this thing called life together. You got married, and then you guys started to have children. And it wasn't even right away. I don't think. How long you all been married?
Like 3 years.
3 years. So you all
we waited 3 years.
So you all took your time and all. You all didn't even have children right away. So you all planned it out. That is the ideal situation. Unfortunately, that's not going to be the case with everyone. But if you want to know the ideal scenario, it's people like you that find that right person that they want to spend their life with first. They get married, they plan, they discuss, they have their children, and they parent together in their marriage. Perfect situation.
So stop the parental war aspect and move back to what was the power base of the community, which is a joint family structure.
Well, in a lot of cases, that's what's going to happen and it goes back to like what we were speaking about earlier. I wish people would be less judgmental when you look at the woman on the bus stop with the 5 children or in the cube. Don't be so judgmental. And remember when they used to say it takes a village to raise a child, right? Parenting and stuff. You guys have the perfect scenario, and I sure y'all is still have hard times. Y'all got it's 2 of y'all together, and it's be hard. You know what I mean? So can you imagine one person? And so we need to, as a community, have some empathy for each other, because at the end of the day, them same children in the cube or on the bus stop, they can grow up and they can become a part of this society, and they're going to impact you, or they may impact you some way or the other.
Yeah.
If they turn out on the wrong side of the fence, you could be on the bad side of their actions. And so as opposed to pointing fingers at them and judging that situation, try to help in the best way you can. Have some empathy. Whatever it is you can offer, if it's even just a positive word to the mother that may get her to maybe make some better decisions, something positive to help. Because at the end of the day, like I say, them children can grow up, they can be a part of this society, and you don't want to be on the wrong side of their bad actions. So don't judge them. Don't point fingers and just be like, oh, those stupid y'all keep getting bigger from these different men.